Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Okay, so I was going through some of my old files, my Weld County files, and I came across this video with the dogs. They're taking the dogs around the neighborhood, and remember how they got the scent from Bella and Celeste and Shanann, and they're taking the dogs around the neighborhood to see if they could pick up the scent anywhere. Well, the dog goes nuts right by the construction site. And remember the second confession where Chris says that he stopped off on Black Mesa Road, which that's where they're at. You'll be able to see the street sign and one of the views. So they're actually on Black Mesa Road where Chris stopped off. Not only did he say that, but it's on his GPS where he stopped off at the construction site and threw out his clothes. Now, it's still unclear if he threw out the blankets, because he just says he threw out the clothes, and they kind of said, oh, so you threw out the blankets there too. And he wasn't so clear on that. It was like he kind of went along with him. On his first confession, he said he left them out at that site and they must have blown away. But I personally think that the blankets, I don't know. I think that he threw those out another time. But he did throw out his clothes at the dumpster. So whether or not he did the blankets or not, but he threw out the clothes that he was wearing that morning that he killed them all. So they would have like the trauma and death, or, you know, they would have, and also have their scents on them, like Bella, Celeste, Shanann's scent, plus the trauma. They would, I mean, the dogs should be able to pick up on that, right? On the clothes. Well, notice when they get by the one construction site where the red dumpster, the reddish orange dumpster, which on the second interview, I'm going to play you that part of the interview where they talk about that so you can see what I'm talking about. But he even says that he threw him in one of those dumpsters by the construction site. Now watch the dog go crazy at one of these dumpsters at the construction site. I wonder if the dog smelled something. And I'm wondering if the dog was catching their scents from that dumpster, because he was going nuts and it was right by that one dumpster. And what I don't get is, why didn't they pick up on that? They might have been able to actually retrieve his clothes or whatever else he threw out in the dumpster if she would have read her dog. Like, it was like she just ignored her dog when he was going nuts right there. So why didn't she pick up on that and see, you know, maybe what the dog could have been reacting to? Like, check through the dumpsters, check through that stuff. Because by the time they went and checked those dumpsters, they had already been taken. They had already been emptied. So they never did retrieve whatever was in those dumpsters. So it makes me wonder why they weren't more observant and more, why didn't they understand or do anything when the dog's alerted at anything, like even when they're in the house or anything. It's like they didn't know how to read the dog. Like, she didn't know how to read her dog. It was kind of weird. It was like, does she even know what she's doing? Because no matter what the dog did, she didn't do anything different really. So this dog's alert in here. I mean, he's going crazy. Why didn't she realize maybe there's something going on? I mean, you'll see though, like, she ends up getting on the phone with one of the detectives, and they say, oh, maybe it's the smell coming from the house, like this way a street over. You're telling me they don't pick up they're not picking up scents in the house? Maybe they picked up a little bit in the basement or whatever, but they were just in the house, and it wasn't like the dogs picked up that much in the house. How are they going to pick it up a whole street over? I mean, that doesn't even make sense. Like, why not? I mean, I guess possibly they could, but what? When you still want to check around there, you know, checking the dumpsters there, checking the house and the empty house. Maybe, you know, at that point where they didn't know where the girls were. I mean, Chris hadn't confessed yet, so they had no idea. So, you know, what if they missed that opportunity? What if Chris never did confess and, you know, they never found out, and they missed this opportunity where the dogs were trying to tell them and show them where there's some evidence? Oh, I know they got the confession, but what if they didn't? And I know they were already working on, discovered that patch of dirt at the site at Survey 319, because they were flying the drones and they saw the sheet and the patch of dirt. So I know they were gonna find out anyway, but I'm just saying, like, what if he wouldn't have confessed and he took it to trial, it just would have been evidence they could have used. Or, you know, what if they never did discover that sheet or that patch, or they just missed out on this evidence that they could have used because they weren't paying attention to their dogs, or she wasn't paying attention to her dog. I really think the dog was trying to show them that dumpster. That's what he was, I feel like he was picked up on some kind of scent right there. And I'm going to play you that clip from that second interview when they go back and visit Chris in prison, where they talk about the dumpster and him stopping off. So I'll play you that clip first, then I'll play you the clip of the dog, and then, I don't know, let me know what you guys think about that.
Where did the blanket go?
It's probably in the trash can or something, I think.
In the trash?
It wasn't like, it was still in my truck.
Okay. We thought we saw some GPS where you had stopped by near a construction roll-off dumpster. Is that true, or?
I think that's like, I dumped my clothes in there.
So was that would have been on the way back to the house?
In my neighborhood.
Yeah. When Officer Kunab was there? Okay. Was it one of those red construction dumpsters?
More than likely.
Okay.
Did you pack new clothes? How did that work?
I already have some in there, because like, in case we have like a spill or something.
Oh.
If you ever get crude oil on you, you don't. Yeah, I have like 2 pairs of boots, all kinds of different stuff in there, just because like just one time I had to pick up a spill and I had defrost on, and I had like a headache for like 2 weeks because like the crude oil that comes with that. So I always have something in there.
So where did you keep them after you took them off? Like, did you just change out there into your new other clothes?
So like I dumped my clothes in that dumpster.
But that wasn't that on the way back? When you were coming, like you'd already worked the whole day, right?
I'd work like till like 11 or so.
11.
Yeah. So that was back when Nicole Atkinson.
Yeah, when she was at,
when she
at
called.
my house, hit the doorbell, that's when I knew someone was at the house.
Right.
Did you think right then, like, oh fuck, like here we go? Or what were you thinking then?
I didn't even know why she was there. I was like, I didn't know, like, maybe she had an appointment or something with Shanae. I didn't know.
Please tell the owner. Could you go ahead and close the call, Sam? Parking complaint 1108 Sandra Drive. Will be a truck pulling a trailer, partially blocking the RP driveway. Has Don Luna's on it, and it's black and green.
Okay, show me advised. Can you hold that for 841 p.m. with 7:30?
My dad wants to talk to you. Here. Hang on a minute. Let me get over here where. Jeff, are you there?
Sorry.
Seems to have,
Hey,
excited about
my
something.
goodness.
Do you like this little truck?
But it is now. Spaz? Oh, thank you.
Always right for me.
Yeah, right? You're going to burn all your energy. Yes, I know.
Dispatch fire storm 734. I'll be at the PG on call.
Hey. Okay, well, I know what he was Okay, I know what he's doing. Jeff said the scent from the house is over here. So that's exactly what he's doing. He's picking up the scent from the house.
Oh wow. Okay.
Because I said, I don't know why you do this, showing alerts. Because the scent from the house is over here. They discovered that.
Okay.
So, here.
Do we want to cut through the back side here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does he want you to go with him, or what does he want?
Oh, he'll let me know when he's done, but I'm going back with him eventually.
Yeah.
Is there another street over there? There isn't.
Yep.
All
It'll
right,
cut
let's go
right up there.
to the blockades. And Jeff and I both agreed that this he's committed by 2 o'clock. We probably should
Yep.
cut him down.
Hi.
Copy, are you out with 340? should have more issue. Johnson 823, dispatch 7. With ticks and fleas from the prairie dogs, then they do the oil.
Code 4,
Yes.
Sam. Go ahead and send me that parking complaint. I'll be en route for that. And you can change my zone to Chief.
Thanks, idiot.
Hi. Good, how are you? Good.
When he stops, I'm going to stop.
Dispatch, Johnson 824.
Johnson 824.
Begin your shift.
1400. Frederick 989, dispatch status. Unit 12.
989, code 4, no need.
1400. Level 913, dispatch status.
Code 4, not 8.
13-1. Dispatch located 90 person violation. We're looking at 90. I'm the NA on the Bronco Carriage Drive. Colorado tag 034903 Union. 1401.
Nothing there. Ground hasn't been disrupted. Yep.
Let's go back on the sidewalk, continue our grid. Winds change, so okay, stop.
Dispatch 14302, parking violation.
Hopefully broken.
Leaving 200 block of Willow Drive with Mary Ocean Saint 02.
Slow down just a little bit. 1403. Like last year,
And you still get this wind is kind of swirling in here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of scent coming from different directions. But this,
Traffic 979 dispatch. I have a vehicle noise complaint. 421 3rd Street. It's going to be a silver Mazda 4-door with temp tags, has a really loud exhaust, or doesn't have an exhaust system at all. Would like contact by phone.
our wind is, that storm kind of forming our wind is, we don't hardly have a predominant wind anymore. If I run out of water, we'll just watch for a hose attached to one of these houses and turn on. My idea would go up to this corner where this barricade is, go down that other street.
Come back.
Jeff and them are going to go north still over here. So
Okay.
there's no sense of going
No.
double duty, you know. And then they're going to end up back at the house.
Okay.
He said probably be about 2. And I think he's going to be really
2 o'clock?
Yeah.
It's 2:07 now.
Oh, it's 2 now.
Yeah.
Well, we'll go on. We'll go roll off of us, come back, and then go back.
All right.
And said then they're going to have a strategy thing. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, come on, buddy.
That almost sounds like a recording.
Yeah, it does.
Until I see a face in the window. Oh no, those are real. So it's the dog they took the recording from.
There you go.
That's cute.
Over here. Did you like? I don't think so. Is that Shannon? Let's go. So he's pointing into the wind. We're going to come back that way, so. not a street over here.
Further down there is. There's several of them.
I wonder if they walked over here. This casting back and forth. Watch it, watch it.
I will call him and find out.
Is just part of the hunting dog
Yep.
breed.
Steeple Rock and Black Mesa on the northwest side of the subdivision. Has anybody been over here? No? No? Okay. All right. Yeah, it's the very northwest side.
Wind's from the south. Wind is from the south.
South of that? Okay. All right, perfect. Thank you. Goodbye.
Wind was coming from the south winds.
So he said nobody's been up here. They went clubhouse to the south
Okay, that's
and then to the east.
Has anybody gone from the backyard yet?
That I don't know.
what's under there. Is that an open hole? Or just junk?
Just looks like junk.
I can't tell if it's a hole under there. He's not doing anything, but
Nope, just junk. It's kind of a road.
Looks like a green curve over there.
Where?
Right there.
That's the thing out here. There's so many freaking holes and just so much acreage.
Yeah, open fields.
Yep. Oh yeah.
what kind of a space time frame would he have had time to go bury somebody? Doesn't have anything now like he did. That if Jeff said, well, see, the wind's changed for one thing.
Yep.
When we were going down there, Jeff said there's stem from the house. The wind was coming from the south. Now it's with southwest.
Yep.
So, what about rattlesnakes out here?
Oh yeah, we got them.
Okay.
Probably more bull snakes and rattlesnakes, but
Well, bull snakes are the predator for rattlesnakes.
yes. Yes, they are.
The wind is, when there's no wind, he stops.
Yep.
But you can work from underneath. I usually carry my pepper spray and stuff. I have sprayed grass snake before. Grass spray will work on it.
That is one thing I do not carry. I have it in my bag, I just don't keep it on me.
Well, and then you never know when the dogs are doing this. Somebody's dog
Pelican
in the house.
85.
That'll get a whole nother effect.
Hey, traffic, 1450.
They come right out, you know.
Yep.
In the yard and attack you.
Yep.
213, you go to post. Match 79, 1450.
What's the matter? You have to jump. 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 Okay, go. There you go. Good boy.
Dispatch 14302, code violation. Hopefully, traffic. 116 Wenatchee Street.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all these back in here are pretty fancy. Way outside of my price range for sure.
Well, for a retired school teacher.
Well, there's that. Always works that way, doesn't it?
Yeah. I've been 33 years in my retirement. Here's another one. Another one. More washer sleeve.
Uh-oh.
These are, they almost look like 22 gallery.
Yeah, they sure do. That's why it caught my attention.
I think I got it going just as you started bending over.
Should I put my...
22 gallery in the ear. I think the one I saw was this one. No, it's a, it's not a 22, it's a, this is a 32 round. Next size up, 17. There's the other one right there.
Yeah, that was the one that caught my attention.
17 caliber.
There's another one by your right foot. I don't know if that's going to be related to anything under the sun at all.
No, but I mean, you know what? Is that a cylinder?
Looks like it.
When? I'm not kidding you. Don't. No. I saw it. I'm looking at that. That's it.
Uh-huh. Any more?
I don't see any over there.
That was 3.
Well, the reason I noticed is because he sniffed that ram thing. That's when I saw that one, and that's what you said.
Yeah, I noticed just the one over there.
Was there a firing pin mark on that, or had they not been fired?
Let me see if I can pull it back out a little bit. I didn't see one on that first one. I didn't look closely at the others.
You know what I think we might as well do? There's the West Pool. Let's just go get our vehicles and go meet up with them and see what the strategy is.
Okay. Oh, let's not drop it. Doesn't look like it.
Nope, has not been fired. Nope, see, it's close.
Yep.
Huh?
Interesting. Plug? Yeah, that's construction stuff.
3100 block of County Road 27609, Zebra Tom Williams.
Is that Black Mesa and Goldfields?
Parking highway.
With us walking around where we've all walked today, good winds up until now, cleared the house,
Yep.
no vehicles,
Nope.
then I feel pretty sure
Request welcome 367 second.
Welcome 367.
No.
he's moved them.
Back to Colorado.
If what?
If not,
096.
then she's somewhere else.
Well, if the dogs haven't picked up a scent,
Jeff said they had nothing.
Dispatch fire, 736.
would that indicate then that she got into a vehicle that was on the property?
Well, that or us sitting out in the road.
736, I'll be in the 5800 block of Sable with a male party.
And then at what point would the dogs be able to follow that scent? Or would they?
a vehicle,
Yeah.
1424.
boy, that's really iffy because if she got in with somebody else, then her scent would be mingling with another vehicle scent and other people's scent.
Oh,
I've trained him on somebody in somebody else's vehicle,
okay.
but it has not been over this length of time.
Okay.
It's like pick him up and drive away, you know.
Got it.
Trailing scent from a vehicle can be done, but it's at this time frame, I would say that would be really, really iffy. But see, that might also be a clue that she didn't walk around the neighborhood.
Right.
That she was either loaded in a vehicle at home, or got in a vehicle at home, or somebody may have picked her up. So in some ways, those are still possibly eliminating another part of the circle.
Sure.
You attach me, check while being around.
Oh, there are two. Right out of the nest.
They may have gotten hailed on.
Yeah, it's possible. Or a cat.
That storm.
He's literally just sitting there, like, it's kind of odd.
Confirm the roadway.
He's not that dead either. Oh well.
Lone Wolf Drive. 1425.